Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I, Phineas J, Hornswoggle, the trickster mascot, here with you with March previews. We'll start with the nibbles, yes. On March 8th, Delilah Dirk and the King's Shilling. Fun fact, Tony Cliff will be here at Trickster on March 11th to celebrate the release of the newest adventure of our swashbuckling heroine, Delilah Dirk. Don't miss this marvelous adventure. I recommend this title for the youths and the young at heart. Yes. On March 9th, we'll find No Mercy, issue number 8. Oh, our players thought their troubles had ended. Oh, no, they haven't even begun. A fascinating story that just keeps getting better. College students on a school-sponsored trip suffer terrible disasters, and that's just the beginning. Oh, we've had rescues and death, and not every little bird has flown their way safely home. This title is a jaw-dropper. Injection issue number 8, yes. In the first story arc, we learn that 5 brilliant minds come to the conclusion that humanity is stagnating and decide, on their own, to inject the future with possibilities. You can imagine how well that went. The second art has built marvelously. We're about halfway through this one. It's twisty and turny, and I highly recommend it. Yes. Sex Criminals issue number 15. Oh, this title. This title right here, look at it. Yes, it's glorious. Oh, you know, I think I have every version of this they publish. Yes, I have the single issues because I cannot wait for the trade, and the letter columns at the end are simply unmissable. I have the trades because I want to read them all in one large gulp. And I have the hardcovers, pun intended, because I want to keep this book forever. The most sex-positive and interesting title to ever come. My way, delicious. It's not too late to climb on board. Saucy. Southern Bastards, issue 14. Yes, this book. Marvelous. And it keeps surprising me, this title, yes. Your coach lost the game in that last arc. What more can he lose? Oh, let's find out in this next arc starting here. Pretty Deadly, issue 9. Oh, the Reaper of War on the battlefields of World War I. Ginny takes things personally. Oh, this arc is exciting. The first arc was lyrical and poetic, yes, but this one so far, it's fire, and war, and death, always death. The saying, beware the Reaper, is of course for us, yes, but whom should the Reaper beware, eh? A toothsome title, yes. Rat Queens issue 14, oh, this title has had some tribulations, oh, but I like it. It was absolutely one of my faves when it began. This arc has been a slow starter, but I'm looking forward to this book. Yes, it promises some very big drama. Something that could change our heroes forever. Will it deliver? I certainly hope so. It would make me very happy to see this title back on top. Low number 12. Oh, one of the most beautiful titles my eyes have had the pleasure to gaze upon. This, the third arc, has been very satisfying thus far. Optimism as religion. A mother trying to find her children while losing and regaining her hope. I adored the premiere arc. I found the second to be a bit of a slog, honestly. There were a few chapters there that really captivated me. This last issue was wonderful, and I have very high hopes for the current one. An intriguing title. Gorgeous art that pulls you in. Yes, but the story will keep you there. Yes. Here are the titles there. Velvet issue 14. Oh, where do I begin with Velvet? Oh, I know. Imagine, if you will, that 40-something-year-old Moneypenny was, in fact, the greatest James Bond who ever lived. And what if, after sitting on the desk for something like 20 years, she had to dust herself off, yes, and then re-enter the fray? And now imagine there was a huge conspiracy in her company that framed her. Boom! You have Velvet Templeton in Velvet, a gorgeous book with a marvelous all-too-human heroine and containing enough espionage to make the most discerning spy very happy. I give this one 4 martinis. Yes, 4. And I don't care how you serve them. Mirror issue number 2. how to describe this story. It's delicious, of course. Absolutely beautiful to gaze upon. This is only the second issue, but the first was throat-grabbingly stunning. A world of misfits trying to find their place. A world of pain and beauty. Oh yes, this is a title I'm extremely excited about. March 30th. Trees issue 14. This is the oddest little title. It gets under your skin, you understand. A twisty, world-spanning alien invasion story that defies expectation. I mean, surely you did see that it is, by Warren Ellis. So what do you expect? If you have not tried this title, do start. I mean, look at it. Marvelous. Yes. And now on to the meat, as they say. These books are coming out on March 2nd, I believe, yes. The Fuse issue 18, the Perihelion arc finale. I love this title. Truly a standout. This issue wraps up the third arc set on the craziest day on the space station. Oh, did I not mention? Yes, like the Order part of Law and Order, but set on a space station. The Fuse is the best parts of the camaraderie you find in police procedurals, with the benefit of setting it in an enclosed community on a space station. Oh, I can't get enough. All the quirky tics of people in a tiny town. Sounds like a mundane sci-fi police drama, but it is not. It is not. There is theatre in the everyday operation of the Fuse. The personalities of the two partners are wonderful. Honestly, I could read an entire issue of the Fuse that consisted of Clem kicking indoors and chewing people out. Someone make that happen. Immediately. Yes. Someone get on that. I would really like to read that. Monstress issue 4. Good heavens. Get this book. It is so powerful. The world these creators have provided is rich and terrifying. The thing that has drawn me to the story so far is the power lurking in our heroine and the fear she has of this power. The fear her power provokes in others. It feels to me like a beautiful allegory of feminine power in general. And that feeling has grabbed me from the beginning. If it were possible for me to do so, I would have goosebumps right now talking about this title. Oh, my lack of humanity. And now to the trading post. Let us speak for a moment about trades. These are collected editions of story arcs previously released as single issues. Typically, 5 single issues equals 1 trade. And this is a wonderful way to get an entire juicy story with no waiting. I mean, well, you do have to wait for the arc to finish before the trade can be published, but semantics. I know many people who have preferred to wait for one large chunk of story to appear in a trade. Now, here are a few recent trades for you to enjoy. Phonogram Volume 3. The Immaterial Girl arc wraps up Phonogram in a bittersweet conclusion that left this reader wanting to cry. Of course, I can't cry because I made a fleece, but the urge was most powerful, I assure you. Yes, anyway, stiff upper lip, back to that. I will confess to not enjoying the first 2 Phonogram trades, my introduction to these creators. When I read them, I found the characters harsh and unkind. I did not see myself in them, or want to admit to seeing myself in them, frankly. I read this third arc because I'm desperately in love with the wicked and the divine, and I couldn't miss a chance to read something new from this team. And, honestly, they weren't working on the wicked and the divine. They had devoted all their time to Phonogram. So you can imagine my surprise in enjoying this story. The characters haven't become rays of sunshines and happiness, no, but looking at them with my older, wiser, more experienced eyes and seeing them look back at me with much the same was very moving. The exploration, in my opinion, of a person reaching the age that shatters your self-illusion was delightful, because no matter how happy you are, when you reach that age, and you will know when you get there, yes, there will always be a part of you that will remember the person you thought you would be. Oh, this is so hard to put into words, but trust me, read this trade. Read this entire series. The Beauty, Volume 1. Imagine an STD. Yes, I said STD. That makes you beautiful. So beautiful that people contract it on purpose. Now you, the reader, will realize that there is nothing so simple or easy. There is always a downside, but how bad could it be, you ask? Well, pretty terrible, actually. Detective work, snark, and conspiracy theories. This title had it all. Have you been reading East of West? This splendiferous story has been blissful from the beginning. I will confess to finding Hickman a bit dry at times in other titles, but this partnership with Nick Dragoda has knocked my hat off. Oh my. Oh, they bring out the best in each other. It's truly a special book. Epic storytelling, gorgeous art, incredible world building. This is the 5th trade. Yes, the 5th trade. And I'm completely surprised by it. The story has spun so nicely that it seems like it just started. That's how good it is. That's really cold in here, isn't it? Yes, no? Just because I lost my hat? Could someone find that, please? Please? It really did knock my head off. We know Trickster's a trek for many of you. Of course you'd prefer to explore the delightedest Trickster's space in person. Regardless, support your local shopkeepers and creators. Many of the titles mentioned here will be available at the local purveyor of illuminated text near you. After all, if you can't get it from us, get it from somewhere. And there you have it. Yes, well done, everyone. Good job, everyone. Break off. That's good, yes. Now, I hear someone says something about pizza. What is this pizza you're talking about? Does it go with the scotch or should I just stick to red wine? Hello? Hello? Save me some of that pizza, will you? I mean, I could put away something. Even though I'm already stuffed. Oh, drool. Delightful. Did you hear me? I made a really funny pun.